Are we live? I think so. Hello. We're back. We're live. Woo-hoo. Time to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. I think this episode was called Ain't No Business Like Shady Business. We're going to get into it all. I'm going to play our intro, and then we'll get into the show. To the money. Come on and get this honey. Come on and get to the money. Come on and come on. Yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money.
We ain't gotta hate, it's enough space. Bakery, make bread, and we get cake. Wait, face beat to the God. I beat all the odds, stay on my job, get money. In the land of milk and honey. If you're married, keep your legs full. You wanna eat it cause it tastes like got me feeling like ooh. He love honey like Pooh Bear. Come first like the new year. What you really tryna do here? I'm a vibe, I'm a mood, yeah.
Come on and get this honey. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on and get this honey. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on. Yeah. Come on and show you how to get to the money. Come on. All right, come on. That's all in my head, y'all. I can't stop dancing. All right. So, hey, Latoria, welcome back. We have a few other people watching. Y'all
say hi to my baby.
Hey, baby. Oh, look at you. Like your hair. But anyway, what was I about to say? We got a few people watching, so you all comment, say something. I guess I could have shared the StreamYard link if y'all want to get in. Just let me know. But anyway, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We were a little under the weather, a lot of us, and some of our family members, so we didn't come on Monday. We just decided to do both Beverly Hills and Potomac today. Sorry for the delay. Hopefully we can remember what happened. And if we can't, you all help lead us. Okay, so I have a few notes. Let me pull them up and we'll talk about Potomac.
Okay, while you pulling that up, let me say, did you see Portia just posted a picture on Instagram of her and Simon? One thing I do like about their relationship is that she dresses so matronly when
she does, but they're in Africa. Now, do you think that's why? Because she's in Nigeria and she
yeah, I love the way she dresses now. Okay.
Thank you, Latoria. I mean, my daughter has been so sick, y'all. She's been throwing up everywhere. She's better now. So she's like, I feel like I done lost 30 pounds. I said, well, maybe I need to throw up some too, but we'll see. Anyway.
Remind me of that. I'll tell you a suggestion after this.
About for helping her?
Yeah. It could be one of the residuals.
That's what the doctor said.
Yeah. I was going to tell her to get some fiber. Did he give her a probiotic? Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's what they said. Because I didn't know about that till they said that. But yeah.
That's why I said people be acting so, well, you got such and such chance of surviving. You might survive. You know, my stepfather got
lymphedema. That's the leg thing.
No, what's the one? It's something has something to do with his lungs from his COVID.
Oh,
emphysema.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it can have long-lasting effects, y'all. So y'all take care of yourselves.
Victoria, okay? Yes, correct. Fiber. That's a probiotic, a good fiber. It's a gut.
That's what they gave her, and also some nausea medicine. So she's trying to go to a party tomorrow. So I'm just letting y'all know she better. Okay. So anyway.
Okay.
Tell your daughter the only good thing is she has the what do you call it?
Immunity?
God. Yes. What is it called though? She has
the antibodies.
She has the antibodies, so she can kick it tomorrow.
She can go, yeah. So let's start with Potomac, y'all. So Candiace's mom visits, and when Miss Dorothy, aka Dot, visits, we know it's gonna be some drama for your mama. Okay. So how does Candiace put up with her mama? I don't understand. Do you think she's putting on for the TV, or is this really her mama?
I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay. Because I just can't see my mom acting like
how willing she is to talk about Chris and stuff to these.
I know. I just can't believe she would do that. And then, what about this couch? Did y'all
I don't know why all mamas are shadies.
My mama's not shady like that.
I think mamas are shadies when their daughters have married down. if that's how they feel. Now, there's this argument that Chris is associated with the Bassett
furniture. He not.
Is that true?
I don't think different Bassett.
Different
I think it's different.
But mothers do that because you know, if you look at it, well, I'm gonna tell you my issue with her. I think Candiace has issue, although she's a woman that has generational wealth, and for the first time she mentioned something about it.
Yeah,
she actually said something about it. But I think she also has a problem with women that she perceives is being kept, because that's
like Mia.
No,
well, Mia kind of works now, like Ashley.
Oh yes, no.
Yeah, I got
Mia's one.
Yeah,
Mia's one, but she don't go after Karen like that.
And Karen's being kept.
She's definitely being kept. Now, I'm not saying that she didn't build from.
Well, that could just be respect her elder thing, because Karen is 30 years older than Miss Dorothy.
Yeah, it's not just with Mia though. She goes after Ashley like that.
Yeah,
like when she goes after Ashley, calling her a concubine and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's an association with the fact that her husband is older and she's kept, but so is Karen.
Oops.
Yeah, Karen just now started.
This is a cast of kept women for real, because while Robin isn't considered kept, at some point, arguably, she was.
She didn't work. She talks about it on Reasonably Shady, where when Juan was on the road, she couldn't work because he would travel so much, or he would get traded, and so she finally did start working for a PR firm, but that was just to kind of fulfill her needs of when she was bored. So it wasn't even full time.
The only reason why she wouldn't be in the kept category is because she was with him when they were kids.
Yes.
Because they were so young. But all of it, every last one of them, but Gizelle, falls in that. Oh, and Wendy, I'm sorry.
Wendy wasn't kept. That's true.
And Wendy fall in that category.
And Candiace either now. And Candiace.
Yeah.
But and what about Scaly? I don't know about her.
It's that her mama kept her.
Yeah, her mama kept her. Yeah. So I don't understand though, Miss Dorothy. So okay, she's crazy. But let's get to Gizelle and Grace, because they did their little driving thing, and I wish I had a picture. I forgot all about it. Girl, when I say I hollered, so I am a mama whose daughters learned to drive, and I paid a whole bunch of money.
I did
to go to the Brentwood driving school. Okay, so Gizelle, take her to the driving school.
And the driving school my daughter went to for 5 hours, they give you, it was like $230. It wasn't even a whole lot of money, and they end up taking you to get your driver's license.
Yeah, that's how it was. But mine was like $600. But
mine it wasn't. It was a lot. It was $110 for 2.5 hours.
No, she did more hours too.
So so we paid. We did 5 hours.
Okay,
with that class, did they pass the driving test on the first attempt?
Jordan did. Yeah. The permit.
Oh, my daughter, no.
Oh, mine did. She passed.
She went to school and didn't pass on the first attempt. She didn't pass
no, that's why your class was $200 and mine was not.
Well, actually, we got the driving test. We got the class after she failed it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was after she actually failed that we took out.
That y'all took, yeah.
And one of the things that I like is that he had a better car. So it was after because in Missouri, if you fail the driving test a third time, you have to take a class that you have to pay for. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's why we just went this route and let him do it. And he had a small car. We didn't. I had a huge SUV. And at the time, my husband had a Impala.
Oh my God.
So this guy had a small car.
Yeah, at this school they have Altimas and Hondas where Jordan went.
This was a tiny little car. It was like
really?
Like a toy.
And then they have the man has, or the female, whoever's teaching has a steering wheel and all that too on their side, and she has one on her. So we didn't use her car. She has a little Altima. No, you use their car.
Yeah, you use their car. You don't.
Yeah, they had their cars,
and they take you to get your test.
The wheel on the driver's side, on the teacher side.
Yeah, they have like the brake. They in London. You know how they drive on the wrong side. That's how their car is. Yeah.
Ours was just a regular old car.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
it was such a tiny car, though. He could move his feet over there. And when I say tiny, it was like a little,
like the little Scions, those
yeah,
little.
it was a little bitty car.
Wow.
What is that?
Huh?
What kind of car is that the Grace was driving?
It's a little Fiat Gucci.
Oh, okay.
Don't you talk about that Gucci car. So Latoya says
Gucci, and I wouldn't. It was like, is that a Gucci car because it had the Gucci?
That's a BMW, actually.
when I went, I looked up Fiat, so it's a BMW.
It's actually a BMW.
Oh, so I looked up the wrong price because it was not that expensive. The Gucci Fiat was like $29.
You can buy one used. I saw one the other day that I was shocked. It only had like 120 something miles on it, and it was like $5,000.
Yeah, this one that I looked at, it was brand new. It was the Fiat one, and I think it was like $20,000. And I was like, "Oh, that's cheap for the Gucci, I would think." But Latoya says,
they call it the Gucci car because it's the green Gucci and the red.
No, it is actually made by Gucci. Look at the Fiat one is. I don't know if that one is, but it's Gucci. It's a Gucci one. Gucci makes it. Yeah, Gucci, I guess, branded it. I don't know. But the man she said, put the kids in the car at 12. I'm not doing that. People in the country do that. Where you live, Latoya? They put them on the tractor. We don't do that in here. Down in the south in the country, we start early. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's Ferrari. It's a Ferrari.
Okay.
I thought it was
because it's a Mini Cooper one that looks like that. It was
maybe that's what I'm getting mixed up. The Mini Cooper.
Yeah, the Mini Cooper one, but I think hers is a Fiat, F-I-A-T. I think.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah,
it reminds me of Yugos.
Yes, that's what. But it used to be Jamal's car, but Jamal said,
"Oh, it did. It did. Fiat Chrysler joins BMW Group. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what she's got." I thought it was a little cute car for a little teenager. I
would not put my young girl in there.
I'm not doing it.
Too tiny. Something hit you, you dead.
It's over. It's over.
Dead.
Especially the way she was driving. But it was so funny because Grace was just a cussing. And then she was like, "Why is it going so fast?" I'm like, "Honey, because your foot on the gas."
I'm surprised Gizelle wouldn't just go ahead and pay somebody because it is nerve-wracking for us to teach our children. My daughter hit a person. Like the guy actually jumped on top of the car, and all I kept thinking is, if that was an elderly person, I would be in jail right now. I think about that all the time.
Say it again.
Was it the instructor?
She hit a person.
Like the car?
Did she hit the instructor or somebody else?
No, I was taking her to work and I let her drive.
Okay.
And we were pulling up in like a parking lot that had these little stores. She used to work at Five Below. Okay. And then we were pulling up, it was a guy, and I was like, slow down. And the guy jumped on top of my husband's hood.
No.
I'm not over exaggerating. And he laughed about it. Oh. Okay. And I was like, if that was not a person with good reflex, we would be in trouble. Like I was like,
God, so you saying an actual human body, not a car.
I tell her that all the time.
Human body.
All the time.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I got her first car. Guess how she wrecked it in?
Stop. After the class?
4 days. She had the car for 4 days.
Class, she still
4 days.
So she like Grace.
This car, we bought her a SUV this time. My husband kept saying she needs to sit up because it was like a Hyundai Elantra.
Right.
And we got her SUV, and it's a good car. She's been doing pretty well with this car.
So she's doing better with the higher.
Much better. And I think that's what she did. Because she did learn she did drive in my truck. And I had a Traverse, so it sits pretty far up.
So that's because at this class she learned how to parallel park. I don't know how to parallel park. She learned how to back in. I don't know how to back in.
I didn't. That guy taught her how to do that. We didn't do that.
So I knew I'm not the one to. So I trust her driving more than myself. But
we used to tell her to practice pulling it when she used to pull in the driveway. Always pull it backwards. You should always pull in like you're gonna leave, and they gave her plenty of practice driving.
Right. Well, now I had the 360 thing, so honey, I can do it now. But if I ain't had it, I could not do anything. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh,
Victoria's
I don't
comment
trust
said
that.
she likes
Oh, I
seeing-
love it. Mine go beep beep beep. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like it tell me. It stopped me from hitting the deer. My car stopped. Like if something goes in front of me, it'll stop. It'll on its own. It'll push my foot off the gas. I'd be like,
What was Victoria's comment a little bit? She said she likes seeing.
yes, that's what I was gonna say. I love seeing Gizelle with her daughter. So it was funny because Grace was like screaming the whole time as she was driving and she was cussing. And when she almost hit the cameraman, and then Gizelle was like, I'm just getting out the car.
Yeah.
I loved seeing that. But some people's like, why Gizelle so cheap? She won't take her. And I'm like, why can't she at least try? She didn't know how Grace was gonna be.
And I definitely agree with that. You don't, and some children are really good at taking instructions. Some people take it personally, and also Gizelle is doing it correctly.
Yes,
I also think that it's really key of teaching them a little earlier than when they actually get their permit.
Because she didn't know the break from the gas.
Get both. She's trying to get both in a very short period of time,
right?
Versus, we in the empty parking lot. You 14. Let me show you how to drive.
She didn't know the gas from the brake, y'all.
Right. This is the gas from the brake.
No, she was like, which one is the gas? Right. Yes. Yeah. Like Grace didn't know anything.
Well,
I think that's important. They need to spend that year. If you wait until they're 15, they really do need to spend that year driving you to the grocery store, driving you to the gas station, driving you to Walgreens. You have to, because they need to be comfortable behind it.
Yes, I didn't
realize that was a mistake that we made, because she was because my daughter got her permit on her 15th birthday, but she didn't get her license until she was 18.
Wow.
And it was a week before she went off to college.
Oh,
like
wow.
Her license hadn't even come when she left. I had to mail her driver's license. Yes. So that was a mistake we made, because we felt like we were having so many problems with her in direction that we would get frustrated.
Lord, so Latoya, I got my license because in Tennessee we don't have to do all that for the test. You just go around the circle and you park where you was already at. They have little sections for people taking the test, so nobody will park beside them. Mm-hmm. And you get your license. So that's why we have so many wrecks in Tennessee, because it's like go around.
What else happened? I barely remember this.
Let's see. What does Latoya say? Be aware of drive. Yes. All right. So what else do I have in my notes? I love that scene though. That was probably my favorite scene of the show. Was Gizelle and her daughter. So So then Gordon and Mia were talking, and Gordon, when she married him, he owned 14 franchises. Yeah. So she married up. Like, go ahead, girl. And now
we all should go to the strip clubs where they serve steak
and lobster in Long Dress.
And ball cows.
Because I was like, what? Okay, so then Mia's mom, do you think she's jealous of her sister? I think her sister's name was Rashida, because the mom lives with her, or because she kind of made a point to talk about my mom does everything with her, and I want her to be with me.
She probably does, but mothers do stuff like that, because I remember having a conversation with my mother, and she was just like, my sister needs her a lot more.
Right.
And that's what she said. It used to bother me. But one day she told me something that gave me ease. Ain't nobody listening.
Right.
Hopefully ain't no family listening.
Don't listen, family.
Right. She told me when I call, she don't have anxiety. Because I ain't calling for nothing. I ain't asking for nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm just calling to shoot the crap.
Just say, hey, mama.
Yeah. I don't, so there's differences.
Yeah.
And you do, your mother gravitates toward people that need you a little more.
Because they're nurturers. Most mothers are nurturing and they're caretakers. They want to take care of you. I'm starting to be that kind of mama. It's hard for me.
But what she could do, she has the means, is really start bringing the children maybe at her house.
Yeah.
And having play dates with the children, and they
Right,
can
yes.
all do things together. You know, you could send a car for them or SUV for them or something like that. If it's a transportation issue, or go get them. There are ways that you have to bridge that gap, because if she's serious about building a stronger bond, she has the means to make it happen.
I just don't like that bond is being built supposedly on TV for the first time for all of us strangers to see.
With me and her mom.
Yeah, that brings question to
Well,
me.
maybe it'll force other people.
With her before the cameras came. Am I thinking too hard into it? Maybe.
I mean,
it gives her storyline, but then I think it also shows people that you can, even as adults, reconnect with someone, you know, who you didn't have a connection with, that you possibly should, because, you know, her mom gave her up for foster, but then she knows why. I don't know why it took her so long. But a lot of people say, why do people wait to get on reality TV shows to find their families, or to men with their families?
It's a means.
I never understood why people get on reality TV shows and then go tell, oh, my mom was on drugs and all that. That just drives me crazy.
Have you seen, this is so funny, that scholarship TikTok? I might do that.
No. Send it to me.
It's a scholarship TikTok where you sit your mom down and be like, Mom, I'm finna record this, so just follow along.
Yes, Latoya did that. Oh my God. You got to send that to them, Latoya. It's crazy.
It is hilarious. And it varies for one, but your mom is always a prostitute or something.
Yeah. I said, what is this? It's hilarious. But Latoya said, yes, she's the envy of her sister. That's why I don't know why she's worried about Candiace and stuff. Her and Candiace have just been going at it, and it's horrible. And we'll talk about that in a minute too. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna keep talking about that. I mean, did Monique have to comment? I mean, come on.
Right.
I don't know.
I do wonder though, you know, the conversation she had to have with her mom to make her like, Mom. And it could be a situation where it was like, look, Mom, I'm finna go on this TV show. You know, people gonna look up my dirt.
Amen.
So we could try to do this dirt as, you know, in a way that we control the narrative, or we can let other people control it.
Get in front of it. Like Ebony did with her Robert. What did she do? Steal some from a store or whatever? Yeah. Get in front of it. Because they will dig. Because you know they don't know. And I need to get those pictures and show people. I'm gonna get it real quick.
Ebony didn't get in front of it though. We heard about it and then she got on top of it.
Yeah.
We didn't hear it from her first, which is fine. I mean, hers was a minor little thing,
but yeah, that could be it. I don't know. I think that, and then some people for some reason are, you know, more comfortable with that camera there than they are without. And I mean, I can't.
I would be afraid of rejection in front of the camera.
Huh?
I would be, and maybe they feel like, oh, she probably won't reject me in front of this camera. You know what I mean?
You know that
I'm gonna make her face this in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Because when she had asked her mom a question initially, her mom was like, remember when they were out to eat or something? I could have sworn she was like, I don't want to go there.
She did.
And then she just started talking.
And she did.
So, you know, it could have been a situation where they had to break and she had to say, Mom, they're going to get to this story. I want to control this narrative. I don't want anybody digging up dirt about you.
And then I feel like
tell your own story.
And that's what I was going to say. Her mom can tell it from her point of view of how she felt, because sometimes people will just add and add on to stuff that's not even true. Correct. So I enjoyed seeing her mama's story.
Me too.
What do you mean, Latoya, what we talking about?
She envy her sister. I don't think it's envy. She just wants a relationship with her mom. And moms tend to go where they're needed. And it could be a situation where, you know, the daughter, I mean, the mom could be living with the sister.
She does.
I was wondering about that. So that's her.
That's her home.
That's how she, right. And that's how she, right.
That's
pays her back, or that's her contribution to the family. You know.
So what do y'all feel about when Mia was talking to her husband and she talked about Candiace's Fast and Furious video, and she tells her husband, I don't think that it's gonna work with Chris being her husband, Jerry. You should not mix business with the bedroom.
It's not.
And she said their marriage is going to most likely flounder, and her career is not going to take off. Her album will be a flop.
She's well, I don't know about her.
Latoya's last comment, I believe, said that means.
Hold on, let me go back and find it.
Because Mia kind of did the her husband had 14 offices before when
oh yeah, she was a kept woman.
Wasn't exactly self-made.
Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't self-made. There goes that proves she's not self-made. I found it. But I feel like now that she's taken over, and sometimes it's easier to take over something that's already been established, not taking anything away from her. And she could have built onto it, because I feel like he had something and then she got massage envies. Like he had the chiropractor. And then she talked about she's got massage envies. So
Candiace, they're going to be fighting over Chris being her manager, it sounds like. Is that what their battle is about?
Well, they weren't battling. They were just having a conversation. And basically she was saying, they kind of went through something similar where she had to bag him out. But I actually agree with me on this one. Giselle said the same thing, and she expounded on it in the after show. And she also said she said this to Candiace directly, but they just cut a bit of the show. But she said that, Chris isn't just a chef. He's actually a good chef.
He is.
That's his passion. That is actually what he enjoys doing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are putting your passion, your gift, your whatever on a shelf, even if it's to help somebody else, in a sense, you're suppressing a part of yourself. And while it's okay to help her periodically, you have to think about this. He came up to her video shoot with his work clothes on.
Yeah.
And, and he can't be at two places at one time. Right. And he still has to do his stuff. Giselle was actually right about this.
She was.
Although I don't like that she used the term jumping on his coattail or hanging on his coattail. That wouldn't be a good one, because I don't think Chris actually wants to do that. It's pretty obvious to me that this is very temporary, or at least he thinks it is, or he plans it that way.
It needs to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like when he sit there, and he was sitting there, because when I listened to something, but what he does is he's contracted with like offices and to have people come and cook and teach them how to do stuff. So he is working. And if he has to worry about what's going on at her video shoot while he's doing his job that's probably making a lot of money, that's taken away from his part of the income. Also, that's building the narrative for people to say he's not working. He's riding off, like Giselle said, her coattail. He's trying to not be a chef anymore. He's just going to live off of Candiace. He's a kept man, which is worse than being a kept woman for some reason. And so he needs to
harder for Candiace to stop using him than it will be for him to stop.
Yeah, and I don't think that this proves, in my opinion, that he's not trying to hang on her coattail. Hanging on his coattail would not be him trying to get other jobs and secure other income.
Right.
He's trying to do his part, whatever that is, and however it's being met.
Yeah, they're paying for all her videos out of her pocket. So
they paid that $10,000.
Make it cheaper overall, but I agree that's probably won't.
Yeah. And like I said, Giselle doesn't say stuff right all the time, but what she says makes sense. It can be the worst delivery ever sometimes, but what she's saying, most people are saying too, even in the groups, but they get mad at her for saying it.
Yeah, I just didn't like the hanging on his coat.
Yeah.
Like every other thing that she said was absolutely correct. Because she started off with a sweetener. She was like, he's not a good cook. He's not a great cook. She said he was fantastic.
She loves his food.
Yeah, he's fantastic. She was like, that's that man's gift. You can't put your gift on the shelf to fulfill somebody else's, because this person is going to be miserable. And then you could be at the height of your career. It's kind of like watching Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
And Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston were a powerhouse. Bobby was in his lane. She was in hers. But she became a superstar to the point where he couldn't even work nowhere. He started acting. He was good at that too.
He was good,
Yeah, he was good.
He found his niche.
Yeah, he did. Because Thin Line and Love and Hey, he was actually really good. He was
really funny. Yeah, that was a good show.
But he got to the point where she was so big where he kind of was hanging on her coattail.
Yeah.
And that makes you feel like sometimes for a man less than a person. I feel sorry for kids because nobody knows what he is or isn't doing just because. Oh, but he is working. I mean, the
He
man
works.
came
Right.
up there with his work clothes on, a
He
dirty
works.
apron.
What
Yeah.
I'm telling you, what he does is making some money because he is contracted from big corporations to come and teach people how to cook or just have cooking classes with their coworkers. As like, you know, like you have those little training events or bonding up. He's doing that, and they get to
And
pick the
she jumped
menu.
right in his arms in that.
She did. I was happy she didn't go off
That
on
was
him.
cute. Yeah, she liked
Now,
him.
this is something I do want to talk about.
Go ahead.
People are saying that who is messy or messier or just as messy. So you had Mia and Robin getting all the info from Dot. And
I loved it.
Had a Skylar walk away and then Wendy walk away. But Wendy people were trying to say that Wendy was consistent, not getting in family business. But she goes right over to Candiace and tells Candiace that Mia over there listening or getting some information from Dot. To me, that proves that not only is she not consistent, she is just as messy. Because of all the times to tell her, that certainly wasn't.
She should have waited.
She certainly. What if they had knocked her off and she went over and went off on her mom?
Yeah.
That's true. But at least she took it to Candiace instead of somebody else in the group.
She shouldn't have took it to her. I think she's just as messy as the person that's talking to Dorothy.
And I mean, Mia does come off a little, but I think she's just a curious person. She was
Mia is nosy.
Right. I said curious, but yeah, she just wants to know.
Messy. She's messy.
Yeah.
Because you know there's a big thing about her and Candiace going backwards and forward. Then Chris jumped in.
Yeah, I got that one.
Right. Well, right. But the issue comes with Mia posting about the crusty feet. Well,
I didn't get that one.
Okay, well, there's a picture that somebody sent her. Well, the somebody is Monique's friend.
I got it.
And more specifically, if you go back, somebody had posted that Candiace had an event somewhere when she released that first song that she was supposed to sing at. Well, whoever this person is that's friends with Monique, and they're a real
Cookie lady.
Cookie, yeah. Whoever this lady is actually did something and had her show canceled.
Oh, I read that.
I got that, yeah.
And Candiace confirmed it because she talked about it, and she added her in her post, was saying that, you know, I apologize to people that were coming out to see me at such festival, but this lady here, that's the sort of thing that Candiace was talking about last year that people kind of thought she was over exaggerating about. They were harassing, and I ain't crazy about her this season, but last season and the whole year, it was a whole year in between when season 5 actually happened and when it actually aired, almost to the date. And they harassed Candiace for a solid year.
They did.
And that was really a perfect example. I had empathy for her last season. And I was team Candiace. This season, she back to some bull crap.
You know, I'm still team Candiace.
I can't. She takes things too far. There it is.
So this is where Monique liked the post. They showed a picture of Candiace's feet.
It was just chipped toenail polish.
It was just chipped toenail polish. And then this is like kind of what happened where Candiace was blackballed in November due to the cookie lady or cookie person. And Mia said that she didn't make a mistake because Mia actually in her post has the picture of who sent it to her. Yeah. So this person was like, "Oh, you made a mistake. You left the person's picture." And
well, it wasn't a mistake. They said it was a rookie mistake because she was supposed to crock out. So a person sent something to Mia, and normally who intentionally sent it to her, and she should have cropped out her picture. But Mia didn't do that. She actually posted the picture as it was sent for her.
But
And
Mia's saying, no mistake, love. Try me. I play hardball. Remember, I don't give a F. More to come if apologies aren't made. Just saying. So she's saying that she didn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Now, I think she did.
Well, they were calling her stupid.
Yeah.
In the post, they called her. It wasn't just a rookie mistake. They insulted her some kind of way. She should be telling Candiace because
it's about Wendy.
Candiace brought her in the show as a friend.
Candiace brought
who
Wendy.
on the show?
I just got that. She sent it a while ago.
Okay,
when you said Wendy should have, because you said, should Wendy have gone to Candiace at that moment and told her what Mia was doing?
I think that is being messy. Anytime you taking some gossip to a friend, this is gossip. Her mama was talking, Candiace gonna see it. If you stay out of, if your words were, and these were Wendy's words, I'm staying out of that, and you go away, and then you go to Candiace and say, you know, your mama over there talking to Mia over there asking your mama such and such. You're not staying out of it. You just inserted yourself. Staying out of it is what a scholar did. A scholar was a happy self over there and stood and didn't say nothing. Now, does that keep the job? No.
Was a scholar's hair? Was that a Jerry curl wig?
That was a wig. Somebody else had that wig. It didn't look bad on her though.
Why do you say the Jerry curl though?
that took me back to S curls. It was good on her.
I thought everybody looked really cute.
Monique is she's something.
She's dirty. I just can't believe
Monique plays dirty
because she don't act like.
If you go back and rewatch the seasons, she was always playing dirty. And we were sitting up here thinking Robin was crazy when she accused her and her brother of running this blog and all. We thought that was
her brother was running that blog.
But Monique plays dirty. She's thinking she's playing chess, but she playing Uno or something.
What's so crazy is she gonna sit here and say, I'm minding my business and I got tagged. No, the person you know did this. That's what makes me mad. Yeah. It's because the person she knows, she didn't get tagged. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I guess her little binders didn't make it. I'm staying out of this conversation with Dorothy. That's what she meant. That has nothing to do with her telling Candiace.
God, was that all that happened? Was the video shoot this season?
I'm thinking so. Let me see if I have anything else.
Well, next episode, I don't know if you all saw the clip. I'm really excited to see. So apparently Gizelle is having a little get together for the ladies. All the ladies show up. Well, before the ladies showed up, her and Robin kind of get into it over the phone. In the clip, Giselle is saying, well, you know, of course, her house is under construction.
Right.
The front of her house is completely under construction. You can see it's a mess. And in the back, don't look, too much better.
Yeah,
it's going to be fantastic.
Candiace said it's going to be fantastic on Watch What Happens Live. I guess she done seen some more.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it is. I don't mind how Gizelle is doing it. Say whatever you want. I'll take a $900,000 cabin that's paid for in full, and I take my time to redo it than a $1.6 million mortgage any day of the week.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. I don't care if it take me 5 years, whatever, 10 years.
Just do room by room.
Room by room. But anyway, what was I saying?
You were saying that they had a conversation. They're going to have the reasonably shady party.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have this reasonably shady party. And they had, I think at the time, they had only completed like 3 podcasts. But they're inviting the ladies over. Well, they admit that she and Robin had an argument. The argument was about, my house is under reconstruction, but everybody could come in except 2 people.
Right.
And when she gets there, all the ladies get there, Gizelle is telling the story. She says, well, who were the 2 ladies? The one, say whatever you want about Gizelle. She leads in to say, you, Karen, and you, Wendy. Period. I love it.
She told me
that she throws the rock and hold her hand. I was like, what show y'all watching? She might have a different perspective of what was said or how or what exactly, how it happened. But Gizelle ain't never been a person say, I didn't say that. If she didn't
except when she said that Wendy wasn't no weak B.
But she didn't say
I know.
it. She didn't say the words weak or female dog. She
She
really
did not. Oh God, that was you
She has some
did.
alternative words.
You did. I said Mia is a hot dang old mess.
Yeah.
I know,
And then
But
she's
yeah,
making mess
but and
of
then I want people who always say that Robin does not go back at Gizelle to
all
watch
the
this
time.
episode because Robin said, "I'm not with that. You
Yes.
are gonna let them in the house to pee, or we not having the thing."
And then she said, okay, well, Wendy can come in, but Karen can't. And let me say this. This is why I think she says that. Because Gizelle knows that they are not the person that's going to say something to her face. They're going to sit up in their confessionals after the show and talk crap about her house. And she's right.
She's right.
And that's the truth. Like, you may not like me or whatever, but I ain't finna talk crap about your house. Right. It's a mess out there. I mean, and we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So you can pick and choose who, what jobs first of all, if McDonald's is paying $16 an hour, girl, my job is paying $40 an hour for us to come in early to help check in children.
I like it.
That's just, and look, and they
that's how bad it is.
Look, and they still can't.
Right. They still can't. Yeah. They still can't find it. People are not working.
I'm not lying.
What are people doing though?
$40 an hour.
I don't understand what people are doing because they cannot get people to work. There's no more unemployment, right?
No.
Oh my goodness. They got so many of those side type jobs. You can go deliver something for somebody or come help somebody set up a bed they just bought. Or
so they're doing those
jobs that they can
I think people during this pandemic realize that they can do side hustles and be okay.
Yeah.
Because side hustles is what so many people had to do.
You can pick your own hours.
We don't even have bus drivers here.
We don't need it's hard.
My daughter's school, they're now paying $22 plus a $2,500 sign-on bonus. My daughter's school, no, I'm not over-exaggerating. This is now the 6th week of school, and they still can't. Every day, it's at least 40 minutes late. We get a call saying it's at least 40 minutes late for pickup.
Crazy.
So these middle schoolers miss first period every day.
So this is crazy. So that's why her house is taking so long. People who are judging her, and why Candiace, some of her rooms ain't furnished, and because they don't have the furniture.
I told y'all, I believe what Candiace said was true because I bought some little furniture from Value City. That's no lie. I bought that furniture in January when we got that $600 check,
right?
From Trump.
Yeah,
I went and bought a little a little recliner set and a table. We couldn't even get it in until the end of March. I ordered it like the 3rd or the 4th of January.
Shut up.
I saw school district. Yes, I wish. Yes, I'm not in the district that is paying, but I really wish that they would because my husband takes my daughter and I pick her up.
Honey, I would take anybody's kid and pick them up on my way to work, and I would leave work if I'm gonna get $700. Y'all let me know.
What district is that in? But that's $700 per child. That's a lot of money.
Oh, I got 3 rows.
I can't remember how much they paying in Ferguson, Florida, but they are paying.
I got 3 rows. I can get everybody to school. Y'all, come on, come on. Okay, what else I got on here? I got the Gucci thing. The plunder, the marriage, massage envy. Oh, Ashley. Okay. I'm all about talking to the family. I'm all about family love. But do you tell them that your uterus is prolapsed at the table while they're eating?
I don't even think the average person know what prolapse means.
Well, she explained it. Her inside parts are outside parts. She said it.
Disgusting.
But I mean, I think I went to an OB, was it prolapse, where he said most black women's uterus is tilted. What is that called?
Oh, I don't know.
He told me that most black women And he said it usually corrects itself once you carry a baby up to a certain term.
Well,
He
I feel
told
like
me
Ashley
that.
just goes through with these babies, her booty hole, and now her uterus. Like, she need to stop.
What does that mean when you're okay? I forgot.
Go Google that. So
Yeah.
carpool is here. Be right, Victoria.
Right.
I'm gonna tell I'm salary at work so I can get there and whatever. Listen, I got a carpool line. I'm gonna take these kids to school. I'm gonna pick these kids up, and
But
I'll
what
have
are
my
they doing
phone.
about the kids that's missing the first period, grade wise? What are they
How do
doing?
they, that's what's gonna say. Do they rotate the classes? Ashley do too much, and she is thinking it was. Oh, so you think? Well, Michael ain't got all that to prolapse her uterus. I don't think. But he's sick. Did y'all know he was 61?
Yeah, I knew he was old.
Child, I knew he was old, but when she said that,
Can you imagine he'll be 78 years old when that baby graduate high school?
that is crazy. And did you see in one group, somebody was like, what do they mean Michael ain't the type that can retire? I'm like, do people not understand?
Yeah, I see her on TikTok.
Ashley. Well, we
Ashley?
post
Yeah.
them sometime. Shut
Yes.
up, Victoria. Get off the dang home thing.
I think she got a dry vagina.
Who? Ashley?
Ashley.
I don't think she do, honey. That little thing.
Why is it? You know there is lube. If she do, she will be okay.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think this. Yeah, she can be okay.
Right, yeah.
Poor little child. But yeah, she always. What's your name? Callie posts her YouTube sometime when she be doing them little TikTok dances.
She does. Ashley, first of all every time I see her, I say, wide bodied work, because that girl ain't got a hip.
Girl.
She ain't got a hip.
Wait a minute. Speaking of the wide body, folks have really been on these other pages talking about what part of the head is the body, or is it separate, or
Oh, did y'all hear Candiace was on Watch What's Happening Live?
Yes, I watched it.
What she said?
She was on Watch What's Happening Live Sunday, and Andy asked her about. He was like, "Who people really getting on you about body shaming?" She came back with, well, before I answer that, why is it that I'm the only one getting held to the fire when they've talked about
stovepipe legs,
flappy
vaginas?
Yep, she said that,
and she said something else.
Yeah, and she's right. Now that she was right about. She was absolutely right about that, because Karen has been obsessed with Gizelle's private parts.
Like,
no
she is
for a woman that claims to be straight and married. I am never talking about another woman's body parts.
I've never been like, here comes Lala with the flabby vagina.
Yeah, that's
I've
crazy.
never in my life said that. And I'm sitting here like, what? And so if she can't say to somebody wide body, they need to say something to Karen about talking about.
I'm sure that's going to come up again, but one of the things that he said to her, she was like, I've talked about that girl's forehead and something else. She was like, you know that is body shape.
She said, you know that is part of the body.
Let's see, she goes for, I don't think Candiace, although she has a vast vocabulary, understands what shade is and what being mean is.
Because I think she's going to say to Mia next week or this Sunday, she's going to say, well, I wanted to know about your video because I didn't want to come in the low budget. And she's going to say, I don't know if I can say it. Your mama's low budget.
She's going to say what?
Your mama's low budget.
Candiace is going to say that about Mia's mom?
Well, I mean, even the reality is she hadn't met her mom when she said that.
Right. But Candiace will go.
So she's just talking. To me, that's immaturity. I would consider that more on the shade end than mean, because to me, that's silly. Because she don't even know her mother.
Yeah, and I think she was getting back at her for talking to her mama too. So she just went mama. Yeah. But I was just like, Candiace, I don't think she knows Mia's story yet though.
Yeah. But her mother talks. If you listen to her mother and the things her mother says, that's where Candiace gets it from.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to laugh at Miss Dorothy, but she's giving me Mama Joyce. vibes.
That's the Jerry curl. That do like a Rick James Jerry curl. Now y'all say it.
It does look. She look cute though, but yes.
I like her little outfit. What was this?
something
Oh, we
very
didn't talk about that. Do
microaction.
y'all think that's a good deal for the Robin
It
looks
was
cute.
2,000 a month.
Yeah.
2,000 a
Yeah,
month.
that was good. Yeah, she'll make that in sales. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a good
I'm just
deal.
glad that her
Yeah.
business is doing that well, that she needs to step outside. Okay,
What do y'all think about these photos? But if you look, oh, can you see her feet? Hold on, let me get from the banner so y'all can see the big feet. There they go.
They can see them feet from Mars. We
Girl,
see
she really does have big feet.
She
But
does.
she's
tall.
really pretty. She's really a pretty girl. Both
But
of
you
them
ain't gonna say. Well, can I say what you said, Joy, in the chat?
What I say? What I
She
say?
gay?
I don't even know what I said.
Was she gay?
Well, no, but look, I think
I didn't understand this
Joy?
picture.
the
But when I looked at her other pictures,
Uh-huh.
she takes pictures like that. Like me and my girlfriends, we take goofy pictures. We
Yeah.
on top, we wanted to be behind. Almost all my pictures, I said, boy, my obituary is gonna look a mess. Almost wait a minute, because I have a girlfriend named Leslie. One day it was her birthday. I was trying to find a picture of us together. Every picture that I had my tongue out.
No.
Everyone. Like when I don't like taking pictures, and when I do, I'm being goofy. I'm like,
oh my goodness,
just being goofy. I said, people gonna look at my obituary and be like, this was the goofiest woman ever.
But they gonna know you enjoy life.
Yeah.
So Latoya says you can't come for a person. When you come for a person, you can't dictate how a person should respond or react.
Absolutely.
I agree.
This is the reality. In life, I realize that people can, this is reality TV and it crosses lines. This is still a job, y'all. Mm-hmm. This is still entertainment. You can choose what kind of person you're going to be. If it's not in you to talk about a person's insecurities or to go in the gutter, you're not going to go in the gutter. And when you do, it ain't going to even sound right. Candiace is gutter. That's her first intuition. And so is Wendy. Wendy's proven it.
Wendy was horrible.
Yeah, you decide what kind, like Karen, that's really not her first intuition. That's why she mess up words and say things like fiery box. Hot she box probably meant it hot box. Mm-hmm. Or when she said something else, she said when she just or when she says sing and then will say she just made it up because it sounds good. That's not really that's not really inside of you. Phaedra could throw out stuff, never curse, never got gutter, although she played dirty behind the scenes. She knew how to read you without getting gutter. You have to decide what kind of person you're going to be. Marlo is an example. She's just gutter. She goes for the jugular. She ain't gonna talk about your big feet. She gonna talk about the fact that your mama don't want you. That's
so mean. Oh my God.
It's just certain people couldn't be in my.
Yeah, I couldn't hang with them.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Because when they get mad at you, they really say what they really think about you.
That's what Wendy did to
and that's exactly what
Wendy Gizelle did. I think don't care about Wendy enough to even care about their friendship. I think she cares about Karen, so she kind of wants to keep her a little bit closer.
And that's why I think she don't even hurt by the things that she said about Jamal.
Yeah, but Wendy
cared nothing about Monique. She cared about Candiace.
Karen.
Yeah. Karen, because one, I don't know if Karen knew her with Jamal. I'm not quite sure of that. I have to assume she may have, but Karen knows her as a person.
That's right.
And that makes a big difference.
And I think Karen knows her kids and they hung out. And yeah. So I was wondering where the burn marks are. I didn't send those pictures either. And when she was on Watch What Happens Live with the big feet that I did the thing, I didn't see any burns. So I don't know if she uses makeup.
I kind of think that it was on her arm only because when she was talking to her mom, And her mom was talking about the day that she got burned, and she said she doesn't remember. But if y'all go back to the scene, she actually grabbed her.
Yeah, she
arm.
went down, but I don't even see it on her arm.
So I don't know. She was like, I had the scars, and she leaned over, which tells me not that she was pointing it out, but that's where it either was or were. And when you're light, your scars show a little different.
Yeah, that's true.
It you know, you might see it in person. It may not show on the screen.
Even your stretch marks don't even show up the same.
Yeah, it don't show up the same.
Yeah.
So
what else did I have? Oh, I want with the wand in the office space. I liked when Robin said, "I want you to motivate me," and I think he is a good man. I don't know why people always say they ain't together.
And I like what he said back to her.
Yeah, I did. I like it.
I like them. Y'all tripping.
First of all,
I'm with Gizelle. He fine.
He fine.
Like your fine husband.
Yes. So what
was the best looking husband? She got him.
He got him.
Think she do?
What did he say back to her, Joy?
He said, if you had that girl, I would know how to talk to you. If he would have saw, he would have. But all he had was boys. So
I would have been softer.
It's be hard.
Yeah,
I like what he said to her, and it also proves what she's been saying. Yeah. Like, you know, he doesn't. I kind of get the impression that he doesn't really like these cameras.
He doesn't.
So when she says he wants a girl, you know, everybody was like, that boy don't want no girl with you. That proved it. He really does. Because he's bringing it in a conversation that it don't even belong. Like, you should have had me there.
You should have me a girl.
Yeah.
I think he really does love her, and they really are a good couple. I don't know why people want everybody's relationship to fail.
Yeah, I like them. I think they are.
Oh, another thing, was this in the after show? What? Or was this on the show when Mia was messy with I know it's at the show, it had to be. Wendy went over and told Candiace about what Mia was doing. And she said, just because your husband came and got you off the curb doesn't mean you have to get into my
that's why I said she has a problem. That's why I said Candiace has a problem with what she perceives as kept women. And it's really strange because that I picked up on it because she goes after Mia for similar things that she goes after Ashley for.
Yes, girl. Mm-hmm. I said, oh my God, I think
she's gonna play. I think that Mia might be her match though, because I think Mia
ain't playing.
Mia's if Mia gutter too. Is what
she got on Twitter. Now she's not in person. I don't think she's quick enough in person. Because when Wendy went over her, she was like, Jiminy Crickets. You know what I mean? Like she just, but when she can think about it, Mia can come hard.
Girl, Wendy didn't rehearse that? She just wasn't ready. Wendy don't think.
Oh, yeah, Wendy rehearsed it.
None of them are readers.
No.
In this cast, none of them are readers. No. Now, Candiace may be the fastest thinking as far as insults and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, that sort of thing. She may be fastest, but hers don't even be funny. They just be, you know, I can't still get over the fact she called that girl a milkmaid.
A filthy milkmaid.
A filthy milkmaid.
Not just a milkmaid.
That's insane to me.
She just is it. Yeah, Wendy's rehearsed. And I'm going to post some interviews. Gizelle did an interview. I hadn't watched them all. But she's going to talk about how she thinks Wendy is going to come to the reunion with some rehearsed reads.
I'm sure she is. Wendy is, nothing about her has been on. I've said this 1,000 times. Nothing that Wendy has put out there this season has been authentic.
Yeah.
Everything that she does, that from that meeting in the park with her son, her and her husband sitting around on 2 occasions talking about this business plan, all of that to me is fake. All but is reading lines.
It's horrible.
Yes, she should not be on reality TV. This period. She's not going to have any authentic situations, and she had the opportunity when the night that her and Gizelle got into it. She had the opportunity.
She had the opportunity. She did,
because even if she had called him and he went off, or he was just like, babe, don't worry about that. We'll talk about it later. Calm down, babe.
Mm-hmm.
You could have at least just had some kind of authentic something from her. it's
She
nothing
won't give us
about her
that.
that's authentic.
Everything for her is going to be produced. It's going to
Everything.
be, we're going to be sitting at the table. You're going to say this, and then I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to have my one tear for my one wick.
Like
and
literally,
then
she only has one-sided tear ducts.
she does
She
one
does not
wick.
have two-sided tear ducts.
I want you to
one
get 4
side.
wicks, Wendy. Get 4. Be
Yes.
Karen.
Yeah. And Karen is a whole mess with these 3 wigs.
Carrie said that Wendy's wigs just for the powder room, for the small space.
Yeah.
And I
Did
said,
she say
Karen.
powder room?
She said powder room.
She is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
mess.
She said the powder.
Yeah, she said that.
I'm trying to think. Do we have anything else? I know when
I think next week is going to be
it's going to be
really good
They had
episode.
good ratings to be up against the Emmys. They almost got 1 million, I think.
And they had better ratings than the Emmys.
Yeah, so they did a good job. Potomac's doing great. I heard somebody say that they're begging Monique to come back because the ratings are bad. I don't respond to those type of things, but that's not true. So
I don't
you
know
was getting in
why.
the car. Are you in the car, Callie?
Yeah, I'm in the car now. I'm just
Okay.
I wouldn't care if they brought her back. It ain't Gizelle still gonna be Gizelle.
Yeah, but I'm just saying she didn't make the show. Like,
And I do wonder if Candiace would come back.
not the Yankee. Y'all ain't right.
Candiace needs to come back. I like Candiace.
I don't know
I
if
like
I
Candiace.
said if Monique came back.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
think she would.
She might, because if she was able to fake, well, she hit her. I don't know if I could work with her. I wouldn't want to work with her because if she can pop off that easily.
And I don't think even she would come back because she was offered something on allegedly.
Exactly.
She said she was offered something on the
All Stars. Oh, I
the
got a
All
picture of
Stars.
that.
And she said she had thought about it, but her issues are
Girl.
production issues.
Oh, and then her bird died.
Her bird.
Somebody called her bird killer.
Oh, that's right. T'Challa.
Who called her a dog bird
She
killer?
said, and what solidified that she made the right decision. I don't know if that's the right word she said, but that then T'Challa died 2 days later. And that let her know that her decision was right.
I wonder, did she have perfume around him? Because the reason I didn't get, my daughter was supposed to get a bird. We got the cage and everything. We went to go get him, and he was telling us all the stuff we couldn't do. And one of them was, they can't have perfume. I was like, what?
You think it could have been some of her oils?
Possibly.
I wouldn't tell if that was it because that's her brand.
No.
Yeah.
Are you questioning if her oils may have had something to do with T'Challa?
Possibly, because they specifically told me that. They sure told me that. So we had a cage and all that kind of stuff. We ended up selling at a garage sale.
I think Monique was like, I just can't see them asking her back. But then look at this cast. That was desperate. They got Brandy, Eva, Tamara. It looks like Phaedra. I don't know if I like the hair color on you, Mama. Vicky, Jill, Taylor, and Dorinda. Well, I know all them. That shows I watch too damn much reality TV.
And they say 2 of them got into a fight yesterday.
Okay, so Dorinda has on the black jacket on the end, and Jill has the red hair, if you can tell which one, and with the mom jeans and the black top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dorinda's from New York, and so is Jill. Taylor is from Beverly Hills. Brandy's from Beverly Hills. Eva and Phaedra are from Atlanta, and Tamara.
I will watch this one because I want to see 2 old white women fight.
Girl,
I ain't gonna even lie. I'm watching.
So they may have asked Monique because this is like a desperate cast. Because I mean, when you go get Brandy, you desperate. Which people love Brandy. She had the highest ratings of anyone that was on Watch What Happens. Well, no, on Chat Room. And then next was, I think, Karen.
Why did Brandy get put off the show? Do you guys know?
But I think because I don't know.
They said my auntie said she was a mess. She said that she was the worst housewife of any and every franchise. They said it was nothing about her that was class worthy.
Not even redeemable.
Yeah, she said she was the worst. And she watches all of them.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that show then, but yeah, she said she was the worst housewife ever. Y'all know we on an hour.
Oh, we got to get out of here. Dorinda
Yeah.
is the hype one. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And Brandy was off the chain. All right, y'all. We was here longer than we thought. We just get together and we can't stop
I
talking.
know.
Do we have anything else, y'all?
Y'all
Callie?
talk too much now.
No, you do good. You keep us moving, y'all. So we will be back. I don't know when. Maybe Sunday to talk about love in Huntsville because it's gonna be hype. I do believe so. So we'll see y'all Sunday at 4 or 4:30, whichever way.
Yeah.
Say peace out. Say
Hey.
your prayers about us. All right.